First, it was The Little Mermaid. Actually, no, it wasn't even first The Little Mermaid. It was anything. There's a new movie out and Republicans are mad about it. Let's just keep it real. It's pretty unexpected. But the latest is Hocus Pocus 2. And a Christian mom is freaking out over Disney's latest run of this. Remember the old classic, it was from back in 1993. It took them a long time to make a second. But both films, if you guys don't know this, because I kind of didn't, I never watched the first one. It's about a plucky group of children who must stop the Sanderson sisters, which is an evil coven of witches, from using children's souls. This is the whole premise that's got people so upset. Their souls and or blood to complete evil rituals. They're pretty scary, but not really, because there's some comedic nature to them. But since they're intended for a younger audience, these families are very upset about this. One particular woman, her name is Jamie Gooch, and she's from Texas. She wrote her opinion about this on a Facebook post that she has since deleted. Here's what she said. With the release of Hocus Pocus 2 coming up, I would be wrong to not to sound the alarm and warn you to protect your children. After all, the movie is based on harvesting the purity of children's souls, so the witches may live on. It seems silly, right? You would need to consider what's coming through your TV screen. It seems innocent until it's not.
Oh my God.
Oh man, this is a great setup. She's a right this next movie.
Yeah.
Here's more for her writing. Please hear me when I tell you the truth that the witches and warlocks in the Satanic Church abuse and sacrifice children in their spiritual rituals to gain more power in the underworld. Pause for a second. Doesn't it sound very familiar to the things that they're accusing the political opponents of? That they're harvesting kids' souls, that's why they're looking to take these fetuses and suck them into their nose. I'm not sure what the process is. Ask Alex Jones. So let's more from her quote. So before you hit play on the night of the premiere of this movie, please ask yourself, if not only your mind, but your children's minds are strong enough to ward off the hypnotization and bewitching trance that'd be coming through the screen to aid in the desensitization of the coming evil of this world. It's coming. One more line here to cap it off in case you weren't afraid already. Don't fall victim to the schemes of hell.
The schemes of hell.
Locked. By the way, she also went into a local TV station to elaborate about her issues and concerns, and she literally apparently cried in that particular one. So she's serious about this. It's not just joking, because she's worried about exposing our children to the darkness. There was one person who tweeted about this pretty aptly to talk about someone who's so concerned about, because she's so religious, and about this whole thing about blood and taking in the energies for sustenance. He tweeted this. Mom says, I will not expose my children to witches harvesting blood sacrifices. Also, Mom, let's go eat the body and drink the blood of our zombie messiah who died as a blood sacrifice.
It's a little inconvenient there, yeah, right? Okay.
Kind of on the point.
Yeah. All right, first of all, it's the hilarious irony of all this is that she's the movie's biggest fan because she thinks it's real. She's like, I heard about these coven of witches and they're trying to steal the souls of the babies and the kids. We gotta stop them. There's real evil. No, it's not real. I know you're really into it. But no, it's not a documentary. They're kidding, it's not real, right? You have to explain this to the right wingers. Oh, they're amazing people. In the movie, the witches are the bad guys. So what are you upset about? It's the heroes are the unfortunately described plucky children who have defeated the witches. So I didn't watch it either, but that sounds like, hey, good, they were exposed and they were routed. Satan loses. She's right. Like, but you never know. You never know, right? And by the way, Satan's such a funny guy. Take that one out of context.
Was he in Scott's like comedy troupe or something?
He was in Scott's improv group.
He was hot in college.
Yeah. And he's like, Satan's like, you think you're an angry retail guy. But I love that they have this vision of Satan as like, he's trying to steal and kidnap your kids' souls. So why doesn't he just do it? Why does he need their permission? But he's like a stickler for the rules. He's like, no, I can't just grab the kids. They have to agree to it, okay? I mean, look, I know, I'm Satan, I'm Beelzebub. But hey, rules are rules. And there's regulations here, I gotta follow them. But they really believe it, Scott.
Wild. Is no one gonna talk about the I mean, it's so easy, but it's hard to keep listening like after you hear her last name is Gooch. Like it really is like hard not to just focus solely on that for the entire article.
I tried not to.
Yeah, we tried not.
I was really trying.
You know, ironically,
low-hanging fruit.
Also a plot by Satan to give her that last name.
It's like it's the best marketing for the movie possible. Like I wish DVDs existed because those pull quotes like just unleash hell upon your children. Hocus Pocus 2. It'd be so good. How could you not watch it? It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes people should ask the question because I always wonder this. So she has the whole thing. Say I'm clueless to this, or I believe what she's saying. What's the next step? What do you do next? So you keep your kids from watching this because if they do, I'm not sure, maybe it was detailed and I missed it somehow. If your kid watches it, if you watch it, does then your blood start draining out of your body? Does then your brain start leaving? And then who's eating it? Why is watching this movie transcendent to you then losing your blood and your soul to Satan and witches and warlocks? Where are they? Do they come through the TV screen? Is this poltergeist? Do the people in Hollywood that make these films, do they have this new technology where then afterwards, what is the girl from The Ring or something? She crawls out of the TV with her black hair and stuff, and she crawls at you. But what is it that happens? What physically happens to you if you watch this movie?
Yeah, well, that's of course what you would ask if you were trying to trick them into watching this movie, which is the spawn of hell. Okay, but good point on Ring. At least that one's a little bit more like, oh, I get it. She crawls out of the TV, and that's kind of scary, right? And then she's right there. So in this case, yeah, she did explain. She said they might be doing the spells through the TV, like voila.
The spells,
okay,
right.
And you never know. I might be doing a spell now. Oh no, I just got you! Booyah! By the way, real story, a friend of mine got into a fight with this person and he could tell that he was really superstitious, right? So he said, look, you know what I'm going to do? He said, I'm going to put a spell on you. And if you're right, the spell will have all my money and all my worldly possessions go to you. But if I am right, the spell will have all of your worldly possessions come to me. And he said the guy started running.
Who's this?
It's my friend from Turkey. It's like you've never seen anyone so scared in their lives. Because look, guys, and I love it. There's a lot of good people who actually do believe in this stuff, the demons and the spells and stuff like that. I'm not trying to insult you, but it's not close to true. It's not within planets of true, right? So for the folks who are younger, oh no, he's trying to influence the young. Yeah, we're all trying to influence people, and we're trying to influence them with a thing called truth. You're trying to influence them that a spell goes through a TV and internet and movies and gets into their head and somehow drains the blood from their brain. Okay, so but anyway, so if you're in that group of people and you're not sure which one is it, right? There are no demons. Look, guys, I used to be religious. And then I believed a whole bunch of things and they were in my head, right? They're like, oh, I think, and I didn't believe in demons and stuff like that, but I believed in like things that aren't anywhere near true, right? So I've done your drug. So then when you stop being religious, you realize, oh, all that stuff's just in your head. There's no actual ghouls, goblins, demons, Beelzebub running around. Totally, utterly made up. It's just in your head, and it's put in your head by people who listen to other people who said it like 2,000 years ago when they didn't know anything. They didn't know anything, right? So I love you, but it ain't true.
One thought, can I?
Yeah.
And I said this before when it came to other things that folks believe. Fine, believe in the fact that maybe this movie is going to destroy you. Why can't you just sit back and go, can't wait to watch all this go down. These fools don't know. If I've got the antidote to life, if I figure this whole thing out and know how all these other fools don't get it, and they're just gonna get their brains and blood sucked out of them, why wouldn't I just sit back and go, I'm gonna watch the show, give me my popcorn. This is a better movie than Hocus Pocus 2. Why is it then you have to tell everybody? This is gonna be crazy. Why so stressed out? Why are you so stressed out? You're supposed to relax. God's got you. He's got your back. We're going to heaven. We're good. What are we freaking out about? Who cares, right? This world is destructive. It's gonna be horrific. God's coming back, it's over. The rest of these fools who don't believe it, going to hell, F them, right? Why are we tripping? Relax, bro, you won, right?
Yeah, 100%, Jared. Look, honestly, for a lot of fundamentalist folks of all the different religions, they disrespect God so much, 10 times more than we do, okay? Because they think God is so weak. Satan's always got him on the run, right? Like, so our fundamentalist Muslims, like, oh, you draw the Prophet Muhammad. Well, God obviously can't do anything to you, so I'm gonna have to kill you. Isn't God all powerful? Wait, isn't he going to torture me in eternal hell? Is that not enough? It lasts for eternity, okay? So that's because they don't actually believe there is a God who's going to protect them. They don't believe it. They believe it the least, right? But funny enough, like women like this, and there's a lot, she's not alone. There's a lot of people like her. They're scared to death of Satan, but they don't believe in God at all. Because you're right, Jerry, you grew up religious, your dad was a deacon, right? God's supposed to protect you, but they don't actually believe. That's the great irony.
And the ones who do in the churches I grew up in, people chilled out. They were like, I got God. Nobody was tripping.
Yeah.
They're like, Jesus. Got it. We're good.
By the way,
joyous. Those were joyous ceremonies, man. It was cool. We were good.
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you two things about that. One is I'm an atheist. So like when people say, oh yeah, why don't I challenge your beliefs? Have at it, Hoss. Like what?
No rules.
Like isn't that how it's supposed to go? Like you're supposed to challenge my beliefs, I challenge your beliefs, and then we see, hey, who's like not who's right, but like let's talk it out, right? I'm not afraid. I'm not like, oh my God, what if it turns out I was wrong and Beelzebub's in that chair? Okay, that is unlikely. It is unlikely. But also if you're religious and you truly believe it and you believe God is good, you're right, dude, JR. Whenever these folks came by and they're like, oh, the candy's got this and the couch has got that or whatever. Your answer is easy. Jesus. Okay, but yeah, the couch might have the Beelzebub, but Jesus has got me. That's it. Okay, problem solved.
We were chilling.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.